About 3 people have asked me so far, why do you use that old Generation 1 Oculus Rift headset to do your VR sculpting and VR art when your profile mainly shows the Meta Quest 2 in it, and you recommend the Meta Quest 2 and the Meta Quest 3, especially as a way to get into VR sculpting and gaming and 3D print design, which has become my #1 passion next to firearms. The reasons why I still have this old Generation 1 Oculus Rift around may shock you, but in the end, I think you're gonna understand where I'm coming from. Number 1, the LCD screen is darker. It's easier on my eyes. And that's important to me because I am a victim of eye strain and eye damage. That's correct. I experienced overexposure to blue light LED in my normal computer monitor many years ago. I even went to an eye hospital when I was living in South Korea years ago because I didn't know that my late night drunk gaming sessions and late night snacking were destroying my perfect eyesight. That's right, we've all been duped. LEDs are dangerously bright and strong for our eyes, particularly the blue light. This is not a science channel. This is an art channel. Reason number 2, the controllers are superior in my big-brained opinion. I do not like the weight or the feel of the newer controllers. I think they're lacking the weight distribution that the original Oculus Rift controllers had. Although they are great, I think they're well designed. They withstood quite a bit of abuse and damage. For me, I just still like the original. I like the ring, the orb around the bottom of my hands. One of the main reasons is protection. Whereas with the newer controllers, you don't get that. Although they're great, I don't dislike them. In fact, I like the Meta Quest 2 controllers so much when I first saw them. I designed and made an original, one-of-a-kind, a well-loved, Nobel Prize-worthy holster for them. You didn't know? Well, you can find them on Etsy, Colts 3D, and Gumroad, and soon TikTok Shop. Can we get some orders for f***'s sake? For me, it's just a personal choice. I like how the old Oculus Rift controllers feel in my hands, the way that they sit in my hands when I'm sculpting my magnificent works of art, like my Batman bookend, which I recently released. I sculpted this all in VR with the original Oculus Rift controllers and the original Oculus Rift headset. I'm not trying to advertise, I'm just saying you don't need the top of the line stuff to do this. If I can do this with the old school stuff, you can too. And I even used old school Adobe Medium, which has been slightly updated and turned into a monthly subscription model called Substance 3D or Substance Medium 3D or something like that. If you have a book, you're going to need a dark night during the dark night to watch over your precious collection. Find it on those sites, link in the description. Listen, my controllers continue to just work, and I wouldn't want to do anything to disturb my workflow. What's number 3, you ask? My headset may be heavier and less comfortable, and I can't do wireless unless I spend a bunch of money on somewhat outdated, likely unavailable peripherals. I don't need those for my purposes in making simple 3D art with VR or gaming. I don't even need a chair. I literally need about 3 cubic feet of space. What? The newer headsets, although better, have this one major flaw in them that the original didn't have. In fact, it did it even better. You see this cable? The new Meta Quest has a tiny USB-C port as an afterthought on the side. This is where you can plug into your computer, and it's where it gets charged. This is a disaster waiting to happen. It's going to get damaged. I know it already exists out there probably, but I'm in the works of designing my own version of something that is going to solve this problem. Stay tuned for that. Number 5. The tracking on my older VR headset is superior in my opinion to the camera-based headsets that we currently have at this time. And I don't have any cameras mapping out my room and sending my data back to Skynet. I'm sorry. I mean Zuckerberg's Hawaiian bunker. If you're new, I still recommend you get a Meta Quest 2 or 3 or better whenever you see this video, depending on your budget. Personally, I'm holding out to see what Valve's next new rumored headset could be. The Decard, I heard. This is a great time to get into VR, and the software for artists and engineers is quickly expanding and starting to really get good. It turned this former kindergarten teacher and language school builder into a 3D printable artist. No, 3D printing artist. And so can you. VR is gaining a large community of development and support. It's a lot better than in the past. When this thing did not work because something in Windows or, NVIDIA drivers was updated, or just the software for the Oculus Rift itself, it was a nightmare. It was a nightmare trying to figure things out, but we had a lot of patience, and the people that you meet online that have to jump through all those hoops tend to be nicer. A lot nicer than your typical Call of Duty crowd.
I got one!
Oh shit!
I'm gonna do this.
Don't worry, I got this. I got this. Holy shit, we got a corner.
The VR is here to stay, and I suggest you get into it as soon as it makes sense for you. It's because of affordable headsets and kind of luxury, aimless headsets like the Apple Vision Pro. Rest in peace. These headsets are the ones that are really helping to make the VR shift from early adoption into the mainstream. So don't miss out. Start creating today. Start experiencing a new form of gaming, entertainment, and tools for making art, and it's only gonna get better. Promise. But don't hold me to it. If you still doubt like I did years ago, remember, a decade ago, 3D printing was still experimental and not really taken seriously at all. The results were iffy. Now look at it. People are making good money selling unoriginal 3D prints they find for free on Thingiverse. If you want early access to some original 3D printables done by yours truly, and are curious about 3D printing, I have a Patreon and a link for the same brand of printers I currently use to print millions. No. Not money. I print millions. Millions of these original USB cable organizers. That's right, I have improved this amazing little device that I have concocted with my
intellect.
And you can use it to organize 7 cables plus 1 power cable in the middle. And if you daisy chain them together, it looks like a spinal cord. Hence the name Vertebra. You can go find that on Etsy, or stay tuned. Maybe I'll release it for 3D printing. It features 7 holes on the outer diameter and 1 big hole in the middle that everyone loves. It's squishy, and the more you put into it, the tighter it gets.
Please don't use this to judge my character.
Find them on Etsy and TikTok Shop. Please. If you need more in-depth guides on how to get started and my techniques for non-trained, non-artist types like myself who can't draw, to create confidently, you're gonna need 3 things. First, like the video and subscribe so you can stay tuned to the techniques and the little tricks and tips that I have discovered to save you time. Number 2, follow me on TikTok, where I can post funnier videos not allowed here on YouTube. My last one barely made it there. That's right. That's right. But the joke still stands, and my appeal was instantly approved. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. TikTok is superior, guys. I was a hater, now I'm a believer, just like with VR. Plus, 3D artists and printers are making money over there. So follow me there. Follow me everywhere. Also, head over to my Patreon so you can support this channel and my mini documentaries that feature successful inventors and product makers and the lessons that we can learn from them, which we now call the gig economy. Everyone's hustling, they're broke and hungry for skills and looking for ways that they can survive. So check out those videos, and I'll see you over on Patreon. Seriously, why does nobody watch those? I don't understand. If I could just get 1 more view on each, just one, then I'll make it. They only take about 20 minutes of your time. 10 minutes if you watch
on 2 times speed.
But wait, there's more. Check out my 3D printables on Cults 3D, a great site for us 3D modelers to upload models and get paid from a little internal economy. I'm also now on the Gumroad. Some people like Gumroad. I'm on there. I have links to everything that I've mentioned in the description of this video. Thanks for watching. Stay grounded and never give up. See you soon.